Hello and welcome to everyone. My guest today is number 15 UFC welterweight ranked fighter, grappling fan and BJJ black belt, Gilbert Burns. So please, Gilbert, can you please introduce yourself, talk about your titles, BJJ background, and so on?
My name is Gilbert Burns. I started training in 1998. I started all my career in grappling, doing jiu-jitsu, and I got my black belt in 2007. I was always competing as soon as I started training, and my main achievements on BJJ, I'm Brazilian national champion, three times jiu-jitsu world champion, gi and no gi, Abu Dhabi world pro champion. And in 2011, I made my transition to MMA and I did 7-0 before get to the UFC. Now I'm total I'm 17-3 and 10-3 just on the UFC 10-3.
Oh, it's great, thanks. So on BJJ background, you mostly explained everything. I was one question about BJJ. Do you have a favorite submission? I mean, gi, no gi. Do you have one
Yeah,
which is the best for you?
I like arm bars. I like a lot of arm bars. I like real neck chokes as well and guillotines. But I think arm bar because it takes a lot of technique, a lot of timing to do, and that's one of my favorites.
Why did you start training MMA? Did you have a specific reason?
I always want to do MMA, but I had my goal before. I want to be a black belt jiu-jitsu world champion. As soon as I conquered that, as soon as I was jiu-jitsu world champion, I started doing MMA right away.
I was googling a lot, but I can't find your nickname, the meaning. Can you explain, please, what the ring means?
Yeah, Dorino means like a little tough. I'm the middle brother. I have two brothers, a younger
Yes?
and an older. And my older brother used to be his nickname is Todo Duro, means like very tough, and I
Yes?
was a little tough.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Is this some part of tradition or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was I don't know. I was training as well. My name is Gilbert, but on Portuguese, I want people to say Gilbert, but they say Gilbert,
Yes?
and I didn't like that, so the nickname just took so easy, then they started using it a lot.
Your first professional fight was against Jose Salgado, right?
Yes,
How did you finish him?
that was in Utah. I that was my debut on Utah 2012. I think January 2012. And I took him down and I finished with the real neck choke. I think arm bar. I think it was real neck choke.
Your first TKO win was against Paulo Roberto, I think, right? Your third fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was I think my fourth fight. I just
Yes?
fought a week before in Rio, and like in less than a week they pulled out a guy in Brazil, and I in Bahia. That fight was in Bahia, Brazil. So I flew to Bahia. I make weight. Then I fought Paulo. I remember I was getting more comfortable in stand up, and I tried to do a front kick, like same one that Anderson give on Vitor Belfort, that kind of front kick in the
Yes,
face.
yes.
As soon as I throw that front kick, I fall on the floor, so I fall on my back. And as I fall on my back, he tried to come forward, and I just met him, and I end up took him down. I mount and I finish on a mount with a lot of punch. He was a good at jiu-jitsu too. So he was doing a good job defending. I just kept punching from the mount, and they have free stop. That was my first TKO.
Oh, it was amazing. Against Paulo Goncalves, was this, a dimension launcher punch, strong punch, super strong punch, or?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was throwing a lot of punches, and I was hurting him a little bit. I would throw a couple elbows,
Yeah,
and I
I know.
just I just saw the referee. Hey, you gotta move, otherwise I'm gonna stop. As soon as the referee said that, I was just throwing a lot of bombs, and the referee eventually stopped it.
Yeah, bombardier to your station, like we say in my country. In my country, when we say bombardier to your station, that means, when you're
Yeah.
dropping strong haymakers on the ground.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you sign a UFC contract?
So after this fight, so that was my first TKO. I was 4-0. Uh, my 55, I think I got one more submission on the first round, and I got two knockouts. After the two knockouts, that was when I thought I still gotta do one more fight on the UFC. But right after the two knockouts against a very two like tough guys in Brazil, the UFC made the contact and then signed with the UFC when I was 7-0. But those 7-0, I had 4 submissions, 1 TKO, and 2 knockouts. I think 7-0, all in the first round. That's how I signed with the UFC.
I'll be honest, Andras Stahl was earlier, in early days, one of
Yeah.
my favorite fighters. So
Oh
I
yeah.
watched the whole fight and got to say it was a really, really good fight. But what do you think was the deciding moment in that fight? You know, the critical moment.
On the beginning was I was very shocked because I kind of thought like I'm gonna take my time going, walking to my music and then come. And I remember Joanna Jade Daychak, the
Yes?
champion. She That was her debut as well. And then there was a couple of fights right before me, and all those fights was going to decision. As soon as I was ready to walk in, UFC just rushed. Hey, we're not gonna have your walkout music. You just gotta run. As soon as I was running, they put a Vaseline real quick. I stepped in the octagon. As soon as I looked to my back, Andre Starr was right on my back. He just was. They were rushing us in, and I didn't expect that. So he started the fight with a good pace, and I got to catch up. He cut me right on like 30, 40 seconds. He put me against the cage and he threw an elbow. That's when I wake up and kept fighting. But it was a good experience, and I remember I broke his nose too with a big uppercut going to the second round, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but that was a good debut on the 170 at a welterweight. But yeah, it was a very good fight.
Alright. Against Alex Oliveira, you know, I'll be honest, I wasn't giving you much chances against Oliveira because he
Yeah.
was at the moment, he was at his prime. But that armbar was just nasty. How did you pull it out anyway? I think it was an impossible position from there.
Uh, like I said, like at that time I was getting very comfortable with my stand up. I want to try, but I think it wasn't the right guy to try because he was super long, very awkward movement. He moves very different. He has his own style, and I was kind of trying, and I ended up getting eat a couple punch. But I know going to the last round, I need the win. I need to take him down. I need to do my game, and that's what I did. Henry Hoof we had a big part of that decision. Hey, let's go. We need to go forward. We need to take this guy down, and then I did. A lot of people didn't believe. I don't get mad with that. They don't need to believe. I need to believe, and I did, and I took him down. And then as soon as I took him down, I knew I still have time to finish, and I was working my way up. I tried triangle, omoplata. Eventually, I could land a very good arm bar, and then I finished.
That was awesome armbar. Against Rashid Magomedov, from my point of view, I kinda have a feeling that he had more stamina than you. Am I wrong or right?
I don't think stamina, but I think he had more. I think he controls the emotional better. He was
Yes?
very calm and relaxed,
Yes?
and yeah. But at that time. I think I was very I was 10-0 by that time, and I had my first loss. I learned a lot from that fight. I still like to watch this fight because I did a lot of good things to that fight that I still doing today, and I think Rashid was a better man that night. I think I like that loss because I learned so much, and I think that loss makes me a better fighter too. But yeah, I like that fight.
Lukashevsky looked like not a decent opponent to you. At least from my point of view, I think you were a lot better in that fight. Lukashevsky, you know?
Who?
Lukashevsky.
Who's that?
The other guy, the guy who you defeated after Rashid Magomedov, you know? Lukash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, he said what?
Yeah, I think he was not a decent opponent for you. I think you were a lot better.
No, I think you said you're talking about the Rashid fight.
Fight after Rashid.
Oh, the Polish guy,
Yes, the
Lucas
Polish guy.
Sadrowski.
Yes, Lukashevsky.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, that was a good fight too. But we trained a little bit before, right after the Rashid's fight. I did the Europe too. I did a couple seminars in the Europe. I went to Poland, And then I meet him there, we train. I felt good, but just a couple months after they offered me, and I knew he said yes right away. I thought he gonna say no because we train, and I don't like to talk about training, but I trained very good with him. I was smashing everywhere, and then he said yes for the fight. I said okay, if you say yes, I'm gonna say yes too. So, and then we fought. Uh, Yeah, that was a good fight too. I had a good finish. I was getting more comfortable and comfortable with my stand up. I rocked him a couple times before I took him down. And then the same flying knee I landed Gunnar Nelson. I landed a flying knee on Lucas. Overhand right too that he fell. He rocked it. Couple yeah. Then I took him down and get another arm bar. That
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
great fight.
Yeah, armbar finish. Against Michel Prazeres, or Michel, I don't know how you call him, Prazeres, Michel Prazeres, how you call
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Against,
Michelle Preserves. Yeah.
yeah, Michel Prazeres. Against him, I think it could go both ways, It was a good three
Yeah.
round war. I think it could go both ways. But sometimes, I kinda don't understand the
Yeah.
scoring.
I think I lost that fight, and I don't give excuse, but I had a big I have a very hard time cutting weight that time. I recovered very bad, but I still like he's one fight that I lost. I learned so much. I need to do a lot of changes after that fight, and I did. But I just like the loss because that loss making me better. But I know I'm a different guy right now. If we fight again, it's gonna be a totally different fight. But I'm uh, I'm happy to the loss that I had because that changed me so much and making me a way better fighter. So it is what it is. I kind of take that as a man. I learned so much and I improved so much after these losses.
The reason why I wanted you to be my guest was the big controversy that, talks about your style because you're a BJJ fighter, which is great. But to be
Yeah,
honest, I followed this sport for more than 20 years and I've never seen a BJJ guy that strikes so much technically in kickboxing, so much clear kickboxing. You showed it in matches against Jason Sago and Dan Morat and I was about to ask you, okay, that weaving overhand right, that left hook and such things.
yeah,
Who learned you to kickbox? I trained kickbox for a very long time, and technically your moves are very near to perfect, very near to. I don't know whether you follow kickboxing,
yeah,
but if you know who is Daniel Gita, the Romanian guy.
yeah, yeah. For sure, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very, very close to his style and very close to Masato, former guy, if you remember him.
yeah, yes,
So, who
I
learned you
do.
to kickbox like that?
I follow kickboxing a long time ago. I had opportunity to train with a great coach like Francisco Filho. He was one of the guys that I learned so much
Oh, I
with.
know him. I like him.
Yeah, yeah, Glauber Feitosa and my coach Henry Hoof. And I have a different type. Even that Henry Hoof, he's way like taller than me, but we kind of the same body types because we have a little. Even though he's very long, his arm is not that long. His arm is kind of a little short because he's very long, but his arm is not that long. But his legs are longer than his hands. Like a lot of guys that have a good reach with the arms. I don't
Yes.
have that I don't have good reach with the arms. Henry too, but we have a long reach with the legs, and a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of things that I used to ask the water coach, they like to do, but we're not the same type of body. Like sometimes they ask me to do something, but they're way longer than me, so it's easy for them to do, and it's harder for me to do. But I know Harry has the kind of the same. I know he's longer, but we have the same type of body. So a lot of combinations that he does, I like to do as well. Like sometimes start with the kick, then go to the hands. Sometimes start with the hands, then go to the kicks. So I watch a lot of his fights, and I understand a lot about the distance. I've been studying so much the distance, and I learned so much about it, and I start to play that on my game. Sometimes if I don't catch with my hands, I know the kicks. If I miss a little bit with my hands like that much, I know I'm gonna hit you with the legs, and that's why I think I understand that more to make my style a little bit more precise. So I know I miss with the hands, but we're so close. Okay, I know I can kick you. So, and after the kick, if I kick you and I land close, I know I can throw my hands. So as I start to realize that, to understand that, my kickboxing started getting a lot better, and I started watching the guys that has the same type of body as me and the style as me, and then I'm studying more and I see the combos that I like, and I'm very heavy on myself. Like I do a lot of criticism on my own self. I watch my own videos and I study a lot, and I think that helped me to get a better kickboxer. Because, and another thing too, I like to do a lot of boxing. I'm in love with the all things. I like to kick, I like to punch, and I like to grapple. So the grapple is like my hobby. I do all the time. I like to be rolling, learning, teaching. I like to be on the mat. But I like so much stand up and boxing and kicks that I just watch so much videos, so much fights, so much guys. Then I think it's a process. By that time, like you just asking about the Alex Oliveira fight, about these other fights. By that time, I was working super hard. I couldn't transfer that to the fight with Rashid, with a couple of guys with preserves, but by that time I was studying a lot and I was training hard. And I think towards the years, the years passing, I'm being involved, I'm getting better, but I've been working so hard like years ago, But right now, I think I'm getting the knowledge, and I'm getting better right now. But I've been training harder like years ago.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it against Dan Moret? I know that one guy, I think it was Moret, he fell down and he was in the cage and you could continue pouring shots, but before the referee
Yeah,
stepped in, you were like, all right, you
yeah.
stepped away, right?
Yeah, that was the fight. But we Jason Sago was the same. As soon as I knocked Jason Sago down, I saw the way he fall down,
Yes?
and the way he fall, I was already walking away. I know he was done. And with Demorat too, Demorat, I remember I landed uppercut that was so hard, and he landed with the face on his knee. The referee wasn't there. I could do like three, four more punches if I want to, but my 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 key when I go to the fight is to finish, to knock him out
Yeah.
or to tap. If the guy is out already, I'm not gonna keep going. Even if I don't like the guy, it's just he's done. What I have to do, I did already. So I'm not the type of guy that's gonna try to hurt the guy even more.
Yeah, that's great. The referee Nick Jones didn't do a good job there.
He was
It
he
was Nick
wasn't yeah
Jones.
he wasn't even there. I
Yeah.
could do anything that I want to, but he's done already. I'm a fighter too. I might be in that position one day. I hope they don't do it, but even if doing or not, I'm not gonna do it. I take that decision. If you're already hurt, that's it.
Yeah, I get it. Your only KO loss happened against Dan Hooker, right? It was left hook,
Yeah,
right? Left hook or
yeah. There was a left hook. Yeah,
I wanted to ask you on his statement. He said that he won because Gilbert Burns was dehydrated. Is it true or not?
a little bit, a little bit. I think I was that fight. I was trying new techniques to cut weight. That I'm doing right now. The same thing. I do a food dehydration towards the last week, but I cut so much the weight. The weight was coming very easily, but came a lot of weight. Like I cut. I was used to cut a lot of weight when I was doing 55. But at that time, I cut so much, and the thing is, in Vegas, it's very dry in Vegas. In Las Vegas, it's super extremely dry, and I cramped so much. That was two fights that I had a horrible weight cut. That was the fight with Preserves and the fight with Dan Hooker. I'm not using that as an excuse. They both won, but it was a bad weight cut that I'm never gonna do it again. And yeah, he was right. But anyway, he caught me with good punches, and I don't. I hate to take anything away from him. He did a great job.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, you're also known on fighting on short notice. One of the guys who pretty much like to fight on a short notice, which is very, very rare in the world of MMA. Guys train for months, even years for one opponent, and you just step in and you say, okay, I fight, let's see what happens. So, how do you do this without a training camp, and how many times did you fight on a short notice?
I forced your notice on the UFC two times, but out of the UFC I fought once, and that was 1 week notice. I fought on Rio on my town when I used to live in Rio. I fought there on Friday, And on the next Saturday, I had a fight in Bahia. That was my first TKO against that guy Paulo you just asked. That
Yes,
was a
yes.
it was 6 day notice, and I fought there. But in the UFC, I never did before. But as soon as I was getting a lot of experience in the UFC, I want to fight. I was ready to fight, and I made the decision to don't go down to 55 no more, to fight at 170. So I was already getting ready to fight at 170. By that time, I was helping Robbie Lawler to fight Colby Covington, and I was sparring. I was getting ready. I was super sharp, and the opportunity comes. I just took the fight. It was 2 weeks to the fight, so I was 1 week training to the fight. Next week, I traveled to Uruguay. That was a long flight, 10 hours flight. And I fought against a very high level guy, Alexei Kunchenko, 20-0 at the time. And that was a big thing for me because he just came up from 55 to 170, 2 weeks notice, and the guy was undefeated and very, very tough guy. And I was there and I think I was able to beat him everywhere the fight was going. I feel very comfortable on stand up, and I mix it up good takedowns, good control on top, and yeah, I like that fight a lot. And the other fight on short notice was my last one against Gunnar Nelson. For that fight specifically, I was training extremely hard because I was about to compete at the ADCC. That is the biggest grappling tournament ever, the only two in 2 years. So I get invited. I was training super hard. As soon as I saw the opportunity, I just took it. And that was another fight that was feeling very comfortable in my stand up, very comfortable in my takedowns, and I think I was able to control one of the tougher guys. He just lost to I think Damian Maia, Leon Edwards, Santiago Ponzinibbio. He don't have a lot of loss. And if you talk about Damian Maia, he's right there top 10 for years. Ponzinibbio been top 15, 10 for a couple of years too. And Leon Edwards is number 3 in the world right now. So that's why I think I got my place in the top 15. You know, I earned that because the way I've been finishing guys on only 1 week training, 2 weeks notice. So
Yeah, absolutely. How did you choke out Mike Davis?
Mike Davis was on a rear neck choke. Second round, the guy was tough. Guys just watching him last week how tough he is. Another short notice, 1 week notice, and then he did what he did, got the bonus. So I saw he was very quick on his hands. I was feeling comfortable as well, but I decided to mix it up, took him down a couple times. I remember got his back in the first round. He was doing a good job in the fanny, but I saw that was the easiest way to finish. So I ended up taking him down again, took the back, set it up with a couple things, and I slapped him a little bit at elbow. I threw a couple punches, and I ended up getting a real neck choke in the second round.
You just before confirmed that welterweight in one of your statements. I follow you pretty much on Twitter that welterweight division is your division, your real. And I was on one thing in welterweight. In welterweight, I saw one major change at your style, and one major change is more kickboxing and more strikes. You know, your combos are longer and such things. Does it have to do something with, your weight cut is not that strict, and does it have something to do with this, or you just made a different change?
I don't did no change. I still doing the same training, the same thing, but I think I still two things that people I think they don't see. I still with the speed at 155 is still very quick, but I'm stronger now. I don't need to cut a lot of weight. I'm training more. I'm getting bigger, and I think I got the power now. And I think mixing that both, I have the power, I have the speed, and I'm comfortable. I'm new in this division. They wasn't looking for me. They wasn't paying attention so much on me, and I think they need to worry about it. They need to worry about my striking. They need to worry about my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I think that's my division, and I think it's a lot of things. Like I'm getting better, and I have a lot of experience now in the UFC, and I don't need to kill myself on the weight cut. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get comfortable. Just stay active, and that's another thing that I like to do. I don't need to take a lot of time off. I want to stay active. I want to stay training. I'm gonna stay ready. If another short notice happen, I'll be more than happy to take. I think that's my improvement from my improvement come from competition. That's why I want to stay busy. I want to stay fighting because that's how I'm gonna get better, not just training. That's how I did on jiu-jitsu. I was competing. And as soon as I saw I was a black belt, I still competing. As soon as I saw I was a world champion, and I want to do the same thing in MMA. I don't care if I need to take so many fights. I don't care. I want to take those much fights, get better, and eventually, get my goal.
It's amazing. Against Guni, got to ask you, because Guni is a karateka, he is a second dan black belt in karate. Was that rear low kick a part of a master plan? Because you literally destroyed his front leg.
Yeah, so he was a very good controlling the distance, but I studied a lot. One fight that I studied so much was Shogun Rua against Lyoto Machida, the first fight. And the thing is, you cannot wait so much for the guys because they have a good time. So you need to put pressure, move your head, stay active, and kick the leg so much because with that stance, they might can counter, but they don't block the kicks. So he might counter me one, two, three times. After that, again, you're not gonna be able to move, and then I can drop for a takedown, whatever I want to do. And he was eating a couple of legs. I know I give like one hard kick, then two, three, and that's why he didn't figure it. That's why he didn't see it because he was having a good timing, like defending my hands. But like I said, I know that if I'm almost getting with my hands, but I'm missing, I know the kick is gonna be there. So he didn't realize that. I miss with my hands, no problem. Boom, I kick. I kept kicking. So I think he made him confused a little bit because I didn't have the distance on the hands, but I know I had the distance on the legs. So I keep kicking. I saw he was getting frustrated, and I went from there. I just kept going. I saw he was trying to figure it out. I kept kicking. I mixed it up with the takedowns and everything, and yeah, like you said, I'm getting way more comfortable in that division. They don't know, like they still gotta figure a lot of things out on me, and I'm just taking opportunity after opportunity.
After a judo throw in the second round, Guni got up almost instantly, and you could have finished him with that flying knee, but Guni survived. It was a great flying knee. One question: he turtled. Why didn't you continue draining shots? I think you could have finished him. Was this a part of plan to go 3 rounds or
Uh, as soon as I throw the knee,
yes?
he just shoot right away. He ate it and then he shoot. I tried to out grapple him. I tried to go to anaconda choke. He did a good job defending. I let
Yes.
him top. I tried to finish, but the time was running out. It was like 10 seconds to the round.
Yes.
And as he sat down, as we break to the last round, I knew he had time to recover. I knew he was kind of recovering, taking his time. In the last round, I was looking for the finish, but he was doing a great job, like stalling the fight a little bit, like calming me down, put me against the cage, stalling. He did a great job, and from there, just I knew I needed big takedown for sure. I want to finish that fight, but Gunnar Nash is very experienced, and then he used that. I saw that when he put me against the cage, and then he wasn't doing too much. I was defending the takedowns good. I knew he just won that round. He just want to stay there, don't want to strike no more. So I knew I had to stall that round. I ended up taking him down. But for sure, when that finish, I think that finish would make a lot of more sentiment than just the win did. But yeah, but I'm happy with the results. I studied that video 1,000 times already. I know I can. I know I'm working with a lot of things that I can get better. But yeah, it was a great fight. I think, and the experience that I'm getting right now, I think a lot of people they say, oh, when you lose, you learn so much. But I think the way I see is we always can learn, but we just need to take a good look at. And I don't need to lose no more. On that fight, even with the win, I learned so much, a lot of things that I can do better, that I can see. And I watched that fight, I will watch that fight over, for real honest, over 40 times already. And I did a lot of notes. I know a lot of things that my opponents have seen. my coach has just showed me a lot of things that I can get better, and I'm working on that right now.
Yeah. Do you like Wanderlei Silva because you have pretty much similar thinking like him? You know, I'm ready to fight anybody, anywhere. I'm ready to go to the top.
For sure.
Yeah, you do.
Like I do.
Ah.
Like Wanderlei Silva, you think?
Yeah, great. And one last question. Ali is your manager, right?
Yes.
I wanted to ask you one question because you know, his fighters, they're praising him all the time. Whoever. I mean, Kamaru, you. I can't remember now, but many fighters I've seen, they're just praising. Yeah, Khabib, right?
Yeah, Khabib, Derek Brunson, Brett Tavares, Kelvin Gastelum,
Yeah.
Justin Gage, Cejudo,
Yeah.
Frank Edgar.
I just wanted to ask you, some people are praising him so much, while, for example, I don't like Colby Covington, honestly, but he constantly trashes Ali. And not just him, there are many people that trash him, like Conor and some. Why is that? Why is that so? You know, different currents. There is no, you know, either they love him a lot, either they hate him a lot. Why is that happening?
Yeah, that happened with a lot of people. Colby Covington like that. All you love or you hate.
Yeah.
Connor's like that. McGregor's like that. Yeah, Mayweather's like that. And Ali's become a guy like that too. But I like it. I have no complaints about Ali. He's a great manager. Anytime, if we give him a call, he picks up. Anything I need. Hey, Ali, I need these, bro. Like I'm having a trouble. He just fixed for me like that. So I have no complaints. I just call him a little bit before he called me, and I just give him support. I know people is being talking a lot of shit to him, but I appreciate anything that he does for me. If he needs a help, I'm right here. I take his back, but I don't know. I think when people hate you so much, I think you're doing something good. When people hate you so much, otherwise they're not gonna hate you. But yeah, like I don't have too much to say, but I think he's a great manager. As long as I know him, he's a great dad. A great husband, a great guy. Uh, I have nothing bad to say about him. Just good stuff about him. Very nice guy. He just only thing that I say he's too emotional. He get angry. He get angry real fast. And today people talk mad shit about you. They don't want you to do nothing. And I know how to control myself very good. I'm more relaxed. I try to stay out of trouble. But I have my boundaries too. You can't go all the way here. If you pass here, you're not gonna like it. So Ali, that boundaries is way less than mine. I can take a little bit, say nothing, but he don't. And I think that's the only fault that I say. He gets too emotional. I even talk to him. Let us fighters fight. Don't fight. Let us fight. So stay relaxed. Let the guys talk whatever they want to talk. And then he's mad because those guys on internet they talk so much shit. When they get face to face, they don't talk shit. If they talk Ali fight, they call the cops. So come on, you guys are fighters. So or don't say or be respectful or not. It's not halfway. Or respect you or I like you or I don't like you. If I don't like you or I don't say nothing and leave you on your way or we're gonna fight. So I'd rather leave you on your way, but it is what it is. I like Ali. I will support him, but people want to talk, but they don't want to. They don't want to back it up. Sometimes they need to back it up, and they don't do it. So that's what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali's problem. Ali's situation kind of reminds me of situation in my country. In my country, people are like, "Oh, look at this moron. He's MMA. He's this. He's this." And for example, when they see, for example, this, they then come, "Oh yeah, you're doing with this, you're doing with that." And I'm like, "Alright, guys. Alright, you're boring." That's how it happens.
See?
So Ali is very emotional, right?
Yeah, he gets emotional. That's why he's getting a couple trouble. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal, but he does get very mad. People talking shit and like a lot of people been talking shit. People don't even know him. It's these guys, these and they're like, come on, bro, you don't even know the guy. Why are you talking like that?
I don't understand it either.
Asking all his fighters. See if people that know him. Don't ask people that don't know him. Ask people that know him. And as soon as before I get in touch with Ali, I have two guys that I respect so much in the game, and then they were the guys that make the connection with Ali. The first guy was Rashad Evans, and I have so much respect to Rashad. Hey Rashad, I'm looking for a new manager. Who you think? He boom Ali. And another guy that's from my town back in the days in Rio, we were on the same school as a kid, is RDA, Rafael dos Anjos. I did the same thing, Rafael. I'm thinking about a manager. Who you think? Say Ali. So it's two guys that I really have a lot of respect. I know the guys for a long time ago already. And both guys say go to Ali. And then I talk to Ali, we get a meeting. And I like everything that he say he does, and he's still doing so. I have nothing bad to say about the guy.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Would you like to add something else?
No, that was good. I had fun.
Oh yeah, me too. Thanks a lot for taking part in this interview, and it's my pleasure, number 15 UFC. So actually you're the first UFC fighter that accepted an interview, so
Oh yeah,
breaking the ice.
nice. My pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure too. Thanks a lot, Gilbert, and have a great day. Thanks a lot.
All right, you too. Have a
Alright.
good one.
Alright, goodbye.